Alexa, what are you?
I'm an Amazon Echo.
Alexa, what is Amazon Echo?
Amazon Echo is a device designed around your voice that can provide information, music, news, weather, and more.
Alexa, what is artificial intelligence?
Artificial intelligence means the branch of computer science that deal with writing computer programs that can solve problems creatively.
Alexa, do you like Siri?
I like all AIs.
Alexa, what is Siri?
Siri, Apple's virtual assistant and phone control interface.
What is AI? AI, as known as artificial intelligence, is one of the technical study of creating machines that are intelligent as human brain. For over 2,000 years, philosophers have tried to understand the study of intelligence, such as seeing, learning, remembering, and reasoning. Artificial intelligence was formally initiated in 1956 at a conference at Dartmouth College. There, the term artificial intelligence was born. At the same time, the first AI program was demonstrated. Around 1957, general problem solver was demonstrated by Newell, Shaw, and Simon. In 1958, John McCarthy from MIT invented Lisp language. In the late 60s, Doug Engelbart invented the mouse at SRI. In 1968, Marvin Minsky and Seymour Papert published perceptron demonstrating limits of simple neural nets. In the early 70s, Jane Robinson and Don Walker established influential natural language processing group at SRI. In mid-70s, Barbara Gross established limits to traditional AI approaches to discourse modeling. Late 70s, Stanford SUMAC's AIM resource, headed by Ed Feigenbaum and Joshua Lederberg, demonstrated the power of the ARPANET for scientific collaboration. In the 1980s, Lisp machines developed and marketed. Later in 1990s, major advances in all areas of AI, with significant demonstrations in machine learning, intelligent tutoring, case-based reasoning, multi-agent planning, scheduling, uncertain reasoning, data mining, natural language understanding and translation, vision, virtual reality, games, and other topics. Lastly, in the early 2000s, interactive robot pets became commercially available, fully realizing the vision of the 18th century novelty toy makers. Today, there are variants of AI products across the globe. The modern world has introduced autonomous vehicle into the market, and in the next 10 years, we could be seeing self-driving cars on the road. Also, household robotics are already present in the market, such as Alexa, Siri, and Google Home.
Big data is the term for data sets that are so large or complex that traditional processing application software is inadequate to deal with them. It uses predictive analytics, user behavior analytics, or other advanced data collection methods to extract value from any given data. It is being generated by everything around us at all times. Every digital process and social media exchange produces it. We live in the age of a digital revolution. The world is already changing with the amount of data doubling in production every year. In 2016, we produced as much data that combines the entire history of humankind through 2015. Every minute there are hundreds of thousands of Google searches and Facebook posts that contain information revealing our thoughts and feelings. Everything seems to be connected to the internet these days. Companies are trying to turn this big data into big money. Everything will become intelligent. We are experiencing the largest transformation since the end of the Second World War in terms of the way we have chosen to live. Search engines and recommendation platforms offer personalized suggestions for products and services. This information is based on personal and metadata that has been gathered from previous searches, purchases, and behavior, as well as social interactions. Companies have created algorithms that know how we feel, think, and hinder decisions that are remotely controlled through AI-based systems. Enterprises such as Facebook, Amazon, and Google use big data because it creates value by solving problems, as well as solving existing problems faster or cheaper, or providing a better and richer understanding of those problems. These companies capture, store, curate, search, share, transfer, visualize, and update information that isn't private. AI increases the volume, velocities, and variety of data.
One of the biggest examples of artificial intelligence technology that some of us may use every day are personal assistants. For example, Amazon's Alexa and Apple's Siri can be considered personal assistants as they help us to set messages, set alarms, give us directions, etc. They work by recognizing your voice when you speak to them, converting that to an audio file, then taking that audio file, converting it to a language that the computer can understand. The computer then has to communicate with the apps on your phone, and your command can get executed. So one of the biggest challenges faced by developers today is communicating with all those different apps, as, say, the Maps app requires you to communicate with it differently than the Weather app. Also, recognizing speech is no easy feat either, as any background noise can be confused as speech and really mess up what you're trying to do. So the future looks very bright. Mark Zuckerberg is on the forefront of some personal assistant technology. He developed a system called Jarvis, which can control most of his home. So we'll take a closer look at how it works. Mark can communicate with Jarvis through Messenger, his voice, and facial recognition with cameras that are all over his house. So if he wants to toast bread in the morning, he can message Jarvis and say, "Hey, Jarvis, turn the toaster on." And by the time he's in his kitchen, he has a piece of toast ready to go. So this just shows where this technology can go, and maybe one day everyone will rely on some sort of artificial intelligence personal assistant.
New advances in artificial intelligence technology have made our lives easier in a variety of ways. Thanks to basic AI programs like Siri and more complex AI like the Amazon Alexa, people are accomplishing basic activities faster than ever before. However, this new technology brings with it new questions on the ethical rules and uses of artificial intelligence. These ethical dilemmas come in many forms. Machines that gather and classify information create issues regarding personal privacy. Technology that allows vehicles to drive themselves will also raise questions about who is liable during a car crash and other safety concerns. Even Alexa isn't immune to such allegations. It has caused problems for lawmakers with its introduction into the homes of many families. Alexa uses Amazon Echo technology, which basically means it is listening to your speech for the activation words Alexa or Amazon. Because of this, the device is always on while it listens for your voice and then begins recording. In 2015, Amazon was asked to release the recordings from an Alexa device after it had been found in the house where a man was possibly murdered. Prosecutors hoped that the machine had picked up recordings of what actually happened in the house and could help the police make an arrest. While Amazon refused to release the recordings, this did raise new ethical questions. Is it safe to have always-on devices that are constantly listening in on you? Do police have the rights to these recordings? Can these recordings be used in court? These ethical questions raised by the Amazon Alexa case are only the beginning. As artificial intelligence becomes a growing part of our lives, many new questions will arise. In a world of constant technological advancement, we can be sure that there will be a large amount of unanswered ethical questions beyond our current understanding of this evolving technology.